Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. That's a little zoomed in. I hope y'all can hear me. I am in my car. I'm actually on my lunch break. I'm at work, but I have been so busy. I haven't been able to do this video, and I was like, you know what, during my lunch break I'm gonna just go ahead and record my my first trimester recap. So I've been wanting to do that. So while I do that, I'll give you guys a tea. I'm gonna have some lunch. I'm having Subway, and this is my favorite chips that I like to get. Of course, jalapeno, and guess who's gonna have heartburn later on? Me. I do this to myself all the time. So I got a 6-inch right here. Gonna have a little mukbang moment. And I usually like to get the chicken teriyaki. And I do lettuce, spinach, tomatoes, cucumbers. And I actually like to get the, is it buffalo sauce? No, the chipotle sauce. And also I made some watermelon juice the other day, yesterday actually, last night, and we're gonna be having that to drink with. So to start off with, I have finally announced that I am pregnant. And girl, let me tell you, thank you all so much for the love that y'all have shown my family and I of our announcement, from our announcement that we did that we're having baby number 2, which by the way, we do get to find out the gender really soon. I even wrote all these notes down because dude, yo, si tú me conoces, like you know I forget so many things, and it's not pregnancy brain, it's just me, you know, tú sabes. If you know, you know. But anyways, so first trimester recap. Compared to Zeke's pregnancy, this has been a rough, I shouldn't say rough, it has been challenging. It has been a very challenging pregnancy, guys. So before I knew I was pregnant, before I found out I was pregnant, this entire week before I took my pregnancy test, the whole week before I took my pregnancy test, all I was craving and wanted and eating were salty chips. I don't know why. That's just all I craved. I literally, after work, I would go home straight to my pantry, y teníamos una bolsa grande de like chips, and they were like the salt with lime chips, and dude, literally me acabé todo eso en una semana. No cap. I'm not kidding. It was bad. But anyways, the week before I found out I was pregnant, I was eating a lot of salty chips, a lot of sour candy, and like my coworker. Hi Melanie, if you're watching this. Yes, I was eating a lot, and then I told her, I was like, dude, I think I'm pregnant. And then because with Ezequiel también, but after I already found out I was pregnant, I'm pretty sure, like that's all I wanted, like just salty, like sour, like that's all I craved, you know, like not sweet. And I'm a very I love sweets. I have a very sweet tooth. Me encanta lo dulce, el chocolate, and all of that. Although it's really bad for my skin, like dude, I freaking love chocolate. And when I was pregnant with Zeke, I did not crave it. I didn't. And then anyways, so yeah, all I wanted was salty chips, and that's what was one of my clues. Another clue before I found out I was pregnant, that I was thinking, that I was like, okay, maybe I am pregnant, because I lose a lot of hair. Same thing with Ezequiel. Whenever I was pregnant with him with the first trimester, perdía bastante pelo. And I mean, it may sound like I'm exaggerating, but like no, I'm not BSing or anything. Like I'm talking about wads of hair, like almost like postpartum hair loss, almost to that point that I would lose that much hair. And it was like, that's how, like I said, that's another reason why I knew that I was pregnant, because with Zeke I went through the same thing, and that was another clue. And I told her, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant. And another thing is that, of course, with like Zeke, like my breast, like I could just feel like estaban very tender, and that's how it was again, like early, like they're just so tender, like don't touch me, don't freaking get near me, like it just a little bit of a bump, like kind of hurts. Even Zeke, sometimes he jumps on me and I'm just like, oh, he gives me like, get off of me, like it just hurts really bad. But yeah, they were very, very tender. They still are very tender, and como que ya siento como que they're already like filling in with like milk, because I can just feel how swollen they are. And that's how it was with whenever I was already producing milk, like they were getting so swollen. So that's another thing, like I immediately felt like how tender my breasts were, and they were very, very swollen. Well, I still feel like they're getting more swollen. But yeah, that was another thing. Then we found out we were pregnant, and then I was like, lo sabía. I was like, I knew I wasn't just losing my hair for no reason. So yeah, so first trimester so far, I liked a lot of chips, a lot of salty stuff. And then of course we found out we were pregnant, and then I was still good. Like I was not nauseous, nothing like that. Everything was going great. I just felt very, very bloated, which is normal. I remember that with my first pregnancy, I was just always so bloated, y me dolía, you know, like not painful, like to the point like that I couldn't handle it, but it was just bloated, that it was just so bloated that it kind of like, it was uncomfortable, you know. So I was very bloated. Same thing again with this pregnancy. And then I was also very, very tired, and I still am, but it's not as bad as it was with my first trimester. Same thing with Zeke. Whenever I was pregnant with him, with my first trimester, I was so tired. We used to do 2-a-days, working out first thing in the morning at 5 o'clock, and then after work, and like no me podía levantar. I was so tired. Like I was missing my AM workouts. And then for us, that was like, oh, you know, like now we know why you wouldn't wake up first thing in the morning to work out. It was because I was pregnant with Zeke. Same thing this time. Like I was just so tired, so drained, and I was just like, ugh, like no quería hacer nada, you know, like I would have like this crash, and just so tired. Otra mordida. So the big difference that I see between my first pregnancy and this pregnancy is how sick I am. When Ezequiel, I did feel nauseous, and I think I probably threw up like 2 or 3 times max. I don't think I threw up more than that. And this time, Dios mío, guys, I have been throwing up so bad. And it first started off with just being nauseous, and I want to say that I started being nauseous, I would say maybe around week 7 is when I was like feeling nauseous, pero I wouldn't throw up. I never threw up at the beginning. Además me sentía como con asco, like I wanted to throw up, but for me, like I just like always told myself like, no, I'm not gonna throw up, I'm not gonna throw up. Like me aguantaba, because I hate throwing up, guys. Like just especially because we eat so much like spicy like things, obviously, like as a Hispanic, and of course you've seen our videos, like nos encanta like the spiciness in our food, you know. We like to eat chile, we like to eat all of that, and I just hated throwing up porque I knew que me iba a arder aquí on my nose and all that stuff. I hate the feeling of my food, you know, and I was like, that's disgusting, that's too much. But anyways, me aguantaba, like I kept telling myself I'm not gonna throw up, I'm not gonna throw up. But then I got to the point where like I couldn't even like tell myself to not throw up. Like it was just coming out, like I couldn't stop it, and there was no way for me to stop it. And it was just every morning throw up. Throughout the day I would throw up like a handful of times. Like guys, it was so bad. It was so bad how much I was throwing up, and I couldn't keep anything down, that I was losing weight. And I would weigh myself at home, because I still hadn't gone to the doctor, obviously, because I was so early, whatever. But like I just couldn't keep anything down. Obviously throwing up first thing in the morning también, like que va a salir, like, you know, just that like stomach acid. Like it was so bad, it was so bad. And then funny thing was that I was off of work. I had a whole week off of work, you know, the week of Zeke's birthday, and that week I was so sick. Not only nausea, pero también like I had like a bad case of a cold, and I had drainage, and the drainage for me was so disgusting that it made me nauseous, it made me throw up. So it wasn't helping at all, me being sick at home. So yeah, that really sucked. All I wanted to do was just lay in bed. And obviously once you're pregnant, like you can't just take NyQuil, DayQuil, you can't just take like these cough syrups. Like you have to have certain of your doctor has to tell you like what you can and can't take. And like I said, I hadn't been to the doctor, so I like couldn't take anything. I didn't want to take anything, I was afraid to take anything. So all I took was just Tylenol, and that didn't help at all. Cheers. This is so good. It's so sweet. I didn't have to add sugar. So it's all natural watermelon. Agua de sandía. So good. But yeah, guys, I was just like really sick, and like I said, it just didn't help that I couldn't take anything to help me with like whatever I was going through. The funny thing was that Zeke was actually sick before I was sick. Y lo como que me lo dio a mí, and then I got sick, and then Ray got sick. So whatever was in the air, like we were all sick, all in different weeks. And then after they finished being sick, and según yo I was getting better, I got sick again. But I told Ray there was a point where I was just like not the genio, like I was just in the, not, I wouldn't say in the mood, but like kind of in the mood. I was to the point like I didn't want to talk, and I just didn't want to do anything. Like siempre estaba una cara, like I wouldn't wear makeup just because of the drainage, and nausea was so bad. Like I just didn't want to do anything. And I remember we were on our way, I don't remember where we were on our way, but we were on the road and we were on our way somewhere, and Ray made a comment saying like that I needed a smile, or just like not have the attitude that I had, or the mood. Dude, I looked at him and I was like, well, you need to try to carry no, I was like,
well, have you ever tried growing a human being? I was like, do you know that they take up all of your energy, all of your strength? I was like, it feels like I am hungover 24/7. Like
everything that I smell, drink, and eat comes back up like si no hubiera cruda, you know? And I remember just telling him like that, porque I was just like, you can't freaking tell me how to feel or how to smile or whatever, because I'm feeling like like it's bad. Like don't freaking tell me to smile, don't freaking tell me to fix up my face, you know? So I told him what's up. So I'm just kidding. Ray, if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. So all he said was okay, just kept on driving. Didn't ever make a comment about that again. But yes, I will say like this nausea just freaking sucks, and for anybody that has gone through this, like it freaking sucks. It's okay, mine's not even that bad, because it's eventually it did get better. But even after I saw my doctor, like he was telling me to take certain vitamins. I think it was like, I have a picture of it, hold on, I thought I had a picture. But he was telling me to take certain vitamins like together. It was like vitamin B with, I don't remember what other vitamin, but because I didn't have anything in my stomach, like it would just come back up, obviously. And you need to have something in your stomach before you take vitamins, because you know it can upset your stomach. But the thing was that I couldn't eat anything because I was just so nauseous, you know? And supuestamente like those vitamins were supposed to help me with how nauseous I was. What I would eat with how nauseous I was, at the beginning I would just eat sopa maruchana, but I just burnt out so quick. I think I maybe ate sopa maruchana for like a week, and then I was done. I was like, I can't do it anymore, this is disgusting, like it just doesn't taste the same. And then I was also, the only thing that did help was toast with avocado. That's the only thing that I could eat, nothing else in the mornings, like just toast and avocado. I tried multiple things, my shakes, I tried making my shakes in the mornings, and then then at the beginning I was like, man, why does my shake not taste the same? So I was like, okay, well maybe I just don't need to add my banana in my shake. So I stopped adding the banana in the shake, and it was just still so disgusting to me. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to transition from milk to water and not, you know, use that for my shake. So then like nothing was helping. So I was like, okay, like I am no longer going to be taking my shakes in the mornings. So then like I have come down to like I can't eat anything or I couldn't eat anything because it was so disgusting. And even now that I'm in my second trimester, like I feel like I'm still the same way. I'm already burnt out with avocado and toast. Like that to me is just so disgusting. Gives me acid reflux, which that's another thing. Like when Ezequiel, it was like at the end of my second trimester, I felt like I was very getting a lot of acid reflux or heartburn or whatever. And this time it started with my first trimester, and I was like, oh my gosh, like why already, you know? And that was another thing that made it worse. Like everything would just like stay right there, and that would cause me to like be nauseous and then eventually throw up. So it was just like having a combination of everything just really sucked. But I don't know, it just sucked my first trimester. I would say like maybe like towards my 13th and 14th week of pregnancy is when I was vomiting less. So like, I mean, maybe me duró for like what, 6 weeks 7 weeks, but it was the worst 7 weeks of my life, that's for sure. So as y'all know, with my baby announcement video, that I did have a C-section my first time, and I talked to my midwife and the doctor, and we do want to have a VBAC, so we will pray and hopefully que todo salga bien. And as long as I have a healthy pregnancy and, you know, nothing happens, we should be able to have a VBAC, which is a vaginal birth after cesarean. So that's what I really want to try to do. But of course, if it doesn't happen, then it's okay, you know, like as long as the baby comes here healthy and sanito and everything, and that's what we want, you know, it's just healthy delivery. So I know I've said it multiple times, but this definitely is a very different pregnancy compared to my first. My first, it was, I feel like it was a lot smoother, and this time definitely not. I'm having to take medicine for my indigestion, so that does help, and that has made a big difference. But now I am almost 5 months pregnant, and I'm still, I don't know why, but it's like I'm throwing up again. Like it's picked back up, como que it's a wave. Like I didn't throw up at the beginning, and then I threw up a lot, and then it's like slowly going down, but then it's like it's picked back up, and I'm like, are you serious? Like why again? So we do find out what our gender is pretty soon. We're so excited. We don't know if we want to do a gender reveal. Like I don't think we're gonna do like a big old party. Maybe just like family and just like, you know, just between us. But we are going to do it a little different. Ray and I will find out what the gender of the baby is first before our family finds out, and we will actually surprise them. Last time my sister and my brother-in-law Hector found out the gender, and they bought the confetti, whatever, and they're the ones that you know, pretty much knew the gender before all of us, so they surprised us. Also, another thing that I have been going through is just how dry my skin is. It is just so dry, and with how bad I was feeling, like how nauseous, like no tenía alientos de hacer nada, and like I'm talking about so dry. If I still have a picture, I'll send you guys a picture, like of a picture that I took of how like cracked my skin was, and it was to the point where like I was getting like really bad shadows of how bad my skin was. And I texted not my coworker, I texted Samija, the esthetician, and I was like, hey, like, you know, I've been using these products, do you think it's because of this and that? And she was like, yeah, you know, a lo mejor sí es. But then later on we were like, it's because you were pregnant. And like I just am so dehydrated from how nauseous I am, and obviously throwing up, so I can't keep anything down, and just like I have a lot of breakouts, and I still am breaking out so bad right here, all along right here. I have a couple breakouts right here, my forehead, like it's bad. But no, it has been very different, especially on my skin. Like I just know it's been very different around my skin. And now thankfully it's like getting better. I'm to the point where like I can, sucks to say this, but I can like not wear makeup again, like with being a little bit more confident. Porque antes, like I said, I would have like so patchy, my makeup would be so patchy, like it was embarrassing. But I didn't stop wearing makeup because obviously like I was trying to hide, you know, like my blemishes and all that crap. Y'all, I saw this post on Facebook that says how in the southern, only the southern people save their napkins and put it in the middle console. Dude, watch, this is what I had left over from today. Look at all of these that I have. This freaking Subway. Oh my gosh, and there's so more in there. Yeah, especially when you have kids. If you know, you know. You have to have napkins all the time with you 24/7. I'm so full. That's another thing that I've noticed is that yeah, between my first checkup and my second checkup, I lost weight. And then because I was weighing myself at home, like I had lost a lot of weight, because I think it was like a month difference between my first and second checkup. Yeah. And at home, like since I was keeping up with my weight, like I had dropped 10 pounds because I was just like, excuse me, I was just throwing up so much. So this time that I went to my second prenatal visit, sí me dijo la señora, like, hey, you know, like, you've dropped weight, you know, like, do you need medicine for your nausea? And I told her, I was like, well, actually, it's better. I was like, I'm only throwing up like maybe once or twice a day compared to when I like used to throw up a lot more. She's like, yeah, but your weight is still under, which it's crazy because I didn't tell her like I had dropped a lot more. Like, I was already recuperating from how much I had lost to begin with. But for her, she saw like, oh, you lost, you know, like 5 pounds, and instead of going up, because like I said, I'm almost 5 months pregnant. I think my last prenatal visit, I was 4 months pregnant. Yeah, I think it was 4 or almost 4.5. Anyways, and she noticed that I had dropped weight, whatever. So yes, esperaba que my weight to go up, but it hasn't been going up. And even now that I've been like, I'm not really trying to focus on the scale, but I kind of do, because I know I'm not eating a lot, and like it kind of bothers me, because when I was pregnant with Zeke, dude, let me tell you, I would eat all the time, yo. That's when I became a steak lover, dude. Like, my family knows, well, Ray and Hector, like, they know that we would go to Blackie's. If you know what Blackie's, you know Blackie's, the restaurant in Walnut, and me la pasaba y cada viernes no la pasábamos porque we would all go. Dude, that became a steak lover, and I rarely ate steak, and even now I can't eat a lot of red meat porque me da asco. But anyways, that's a different topic. And oh my gosh, I would eat so much. I would eat the whole freaking steak, and sometimes my brother-in-law Frankie wouldn't even eat it all, and I was like, dang, I just look like a fat ass in front of him. But yeah, I remember eating the whole steak. I would eat like so many sour candy. I would eat a lot. With Zeke, I gained a lot of weight, but at the same time, like, I try not to compare my first pregnancy with my second one with like weight wise, because when I was pregnant with Zeke, I was a lot smaller, and with this pregnancy I was already heavier. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay, like I told myself, like, I shouldn't gain too much weight porque ya comencé like a lot heavier compared to my first pregnancy. So yeah, anyways, so that's pretty much the recap of my first trimester. Now, like I mentioned, I'm almost 5 months pregnant, and I will say, like I mentioned earlier, right now I'm on a high of how nauseous I am. Right now I can just, everything that I eat just tastes the same. Everything that I smell has this one certain smell, y todo me da asco. Like right now I'm eating this because I'm putting a show on for you. I'm just kidding. No, right now I'm eating this, but like in 5 minutes, cuando me levante and I'm actually doing stuff, se me va a querer venir. I just know. But yeah, like, I don't know why, there's a certain smell that I smell in everything, and what I eat, what I drink, when I burp, when like just everything, when I inhale, everything just smells the same, and it's just like this nasty smell. Like, I told my sister, I was like, I think I'm pudriéndome por dentro, because everything just smells the same. It's just like this like old oil, like burnt oil. Like, I remember when I used to eat Crispitos at the gas stations, like, you can taste that oil que está old and rancid y que quemado porque nunca lo han cambiado. Oh, just thinking about it, me da asco. But it's just that smell, like, it's just, I don't know why, like, eso me da asco. And with Zeke, I did have one certain smell that I couldn't smell because I would want to vomit. And I actually went out to dinner one time with a couple of friends, and I even made my sister tell the manager, like, or the owner, like, hey, like, your rice está rancio, like, it tastes bad. But that was just me being pregnant, dude, so I feel horrible. And Valerie, if you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about, which restaurant I'm talking about. But right now, I'm in that stage where, like, everything that I smell, eat, everything, it doesn't matter what it is, everything to me tastes like this one smell, y me da asco pa todo. Like, just thinking about it, like, me da asco. And I don't know why it is, but it's like just old fried burnt oil, like rancid, and I don't know, it's disgusting. But right now, like I said, that's just where I am right now. Nauseous again, have that smell, can't really eat much, and I just know I'm dehydrated. I just know I am very, very dehydrated, because ni el agua puedo tomar, because like I have that acid reflux. So like even the water like just doesn't go down, and it doesn't stay down. That's pretty much it for my first trimester recap and an update of my second trimester. Like, it has been very, very rough. I know there's a lot of people that have it worse than I do, and I even get like IV, como se dice, they get hydrated through IV because it's just so bad. but gracias a Dios I'm not to that point, and I really hope and pray that I don't ever get to that point, because that's kind of scary. But besides that, that's just really my recap and update for now, and it just has sucked a lot. I still feel like I'm gonna have a boy, just because I don't see myself with the girl. But a lot of people have told me, like, I think you're gonna have a girl because your pregnancies have been so different, and I'm like, no, I don't think so, because there has been a couple people that go through two different pregnancies, and they still end up having the same gender for their children, you know, or you know what I mean, like 2 girls or 2 boys, whatever. But I still feel like I'm gonna have a boy, and with that sonogram that I had done the first time, I'm pretty sure it's a boy. Did I say girl? Boy. I'm pretty sure I'm having a boy, especially with the first sonogram that we had. Like, I'm pretty sure que yo mire el tiling tiling, and it was a boy. But we will find out pretty soon if it is a girl, boy, or whatever. Con que venga con salud, that's all we want. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end up today's video. It probably is a short one, because all I talk about is just being so nauseous and blah blah blah. But besides that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Don't forget to give this video a big huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not, because girl, you're already here, so you might as well. And join the fam, and don't forget to turn on your post notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. And I'll see you guys on my next vlog. Bye. Maybe a gender reveal vlog. Anyways, bye.